Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are again with a quick guide on skills to help you figure out how the skills work. So basically, when you're running your mech, it doesn't really matter. Either it's trial mech or your own mech, you will get experience and you will get some general experience, right? So that experience you want to waste on regular skills for your mech, for example, right? So you want to open all those skills up in here. In order to open elite skills, you will need to open basic skills on three variants of, for example, if I have a cicada here, on three different variants of cicada, as it says right over here. As you can see, I have finished basic skills on this cicada and it shows 1 out of 3 mechs. If I buy another two variants of this cicada and get those skills, all basic skills opened up, like I did over here, it will says 2 out of 3 and then a third one, and when I get 3 out of 3, I will open elite skills, right? You will need about 21,000 experience, 21,500 something experience to open all elite skills. 8.5 thousand for speed quick, 3,000 for pinpoint, 6,000 experience points for fast fire, and 4,000 experience for quick ignition. When you basically click on them, you see what that explains over here what it does. So basically, what does the variance mean, right? What does the variance mean? For example, I will show you in the Mac lab right here. I have, for example, Hellbringers. I have three different variants of Hellbringer. I have A, B, and Prime. So basically, those are the same mech, but three different variants. If you go into skills, I will show you. Heavy, Hellbringer, right over here. I have some experience on them, but because I already mastered them. As you can see, all variants unlocked Hellbringer, so I have unlocked basic on all three of them, opened up elite, and did the elite on it as well. And after that, I opened a module slot. Module slot, I will explain a bit later what it does, but so one thing you want to know about the elite skills is when you open all elite skills, they double up all the basic skills. They multiply it by 2, as it says over here, efficiency multiplier by 2. So whenever you open a all elite skills on your Mac, they will double up all basic skills, which is pretty cool. So, and a third, and the master skill, when you open it, you need another 21,500 points of experience to open the module slot. So basically you need 21,000 for elite altogether and 21,000 for module slot. What does module slot do? I will show you right here. When you go to warehouse and you go to modules, you're gonna have that thing over here locked. So that's what it gives you. When you unlock that, when you get that mech to master, you will unlock the mech/weapon slot for modules, right? So you have mech module here, only one. Some mechs have two, actually two mech modules, but most of them do have only one. You have two weapon slots, weapon module slots, and this one is locked. When you get your mech to master, it will unlock another slot for you. So that's how the skills work. Another thing I wanted to tell you about the skills is the preference that I would go with. When you go for basic, you want to unlock the cool run first, then you want to unlock heat containment. If you click on it, it will show you what it does, right? Increases maximum heat threshold before battle max shuts down by 10%. So you want to go with the cool run first, then heat containment. Then you would want to go with kinetic burst, which will increase the acceleration, and then hard brake, which will increase your deceleration. Deceleration might be even more important than a kinetic burst, especially when you're picking on the hill and you're going out and you want to go back right away after you fired your weapons, right? So this thing might be even better than this one. Then you want to save your experience points for anchor turn. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, you would go. Yeah, that's right. You would go for anchor turn. Then you would go twist speed. Then you would go with twist X and only then arm reflex, which is the most useless one, but still will help you whenever you're using your arms, right? For elite preference, I would honestly go speed tweak is good for like mediums and lights only, I would say, because it will give you a good percentage. It will give you a good boost for your speed. Otherwise, quick ignition is a very good thing you want to go with because it will start up your mech so much faster, especially when you overheat it and you're waiting for that mech to start up and you're just taking that damage. So quick ignition would be probably the first thing I would go with for heavies and assaults. Then fast fire, then speed tweak, then the pinpoint. For mediums and light mechs, I would go with speed tweak first, then quick ignition, then fast fire, and then pinpoint. Yeah, so that's how the skills work. And another little thing I wanted to explain you real quick here is about trial mechs. So you're running trial mechs, for example. We're gonna show you some trial mechs, and we have a king crab. For example, you're running a king crab, and you're making some experience points on it. It seems like you don't, but you do. Like for example, on the mechs you own, it will show some experience, like experience that you earned on it and you have right now. But on Trail Mech, it does not show that. But it will show if you like eventually. Where does it show? It has to show somewhere. It has to show. Oh, okay. It has to show in the skills, and here probably we'll go to assault. Take the king crab, and there you go. That's where it's going to show how much experience I have on that king crab, right? So one thing, really important thing about the trial mechs. So this guy is a champion. So he brings you 30% more experience per battle. Some of them, for example, like executioner trial mech, he's not a champion, but you can still run him as well. But he's just a regular mech. He doesn't bring you any extras, right? But for example, that king crab, and it will concern you at first because when you go to a store and that champion mech and you go to battle mechs, assaults, and the king crab, that champion guy over here, all champion mechs, as you can see that C on it, it means champion. All champions bring you 30% more credits. All the heroes like this H over here, like this heavy metal Highlander with H, bring you 30% more credits. And all of the champions and heroes, you can buy them only with real money, with the MechWarrior credits, with real money, real bucks, real dollars. And it will kind of concern you because you're running that king crab and you probably don't want to buy you don't want to invest your money, in that king crab real money. But I will assure you that it's worth it running that champion mech. Why? Because this guy is the same variant as this guy. As you can see, 000B. And over here you can see 000B as well, and it only has that C in the brackets, which says that that's a champion mech. But those guys are exactly the same variants. So whenever you buy this guy, that crab 00B, all the experience you earned on this guy will be transferred onto this King Crab 00B. So those guys are the same. This is the same variant of a mech. King Crab 000 and King Crab 000, whatever you get. 4 zeros here, 3 zeros here, that's a different variant. That's a different variant. That's a different variant. And those guys over here, they are the same. So whenever you're running the champion, even for example you're running the direwolf champion, as you can see it over here, it has C at the end of it in the brackets, and it's a direwolf W whiskey. And where's the whiskey? Right here. We have another whiskey. So whenever you run in this champion mech out there for trials, and you're earning credits and you're earning experience and plus 30 experience on top of it, whenever you buy this direwolf here, all that experience you earned on the champion mech will get transferred here. And you're gonna go into skills, and you're gonna go into mech trees, and you're gonna open it up. Obviously you cannot do anything since it's a trial mech. Only when you own a mech, then you can upgrade his skills, right? And we're gonna go real quick into pilot trees. Pilot trees. So over here, that's why you want to save your GXP for general experience. Never use your general experience for basic, for the MechWarrior skills. Only for your pilot skills. Save it as much as you can. So probably the first thing you want to go with the pilot skills, pilot trees, is the radar deprivation, and if you can sort them out. For example, mech sensors, you want to go with seismic sensor. That's a cool little thing. You want to save credits and you want to save experience for that stuff. And you go into vision, no, not vision, targeting, right? And radar deprivation, that's what you want. When you click, you can see what that does. I will show another video about how the sensors work, how the seismic sensor work, for example. So once you open them over here, once you unlock them here, only then you can go to Mech Lab. Right? You go to Mech Lab, you go to Warehouse, and you click on Modules. Once you unlock them there, then you can unlock. Then you're gonna see them unlocked here, and you can buy them and install them on your mechs. Advanced target decay. Hold target for 3.5 seconds, even if he have taken cover. And radar deprivation. So this guy is locked over here, so I cannot put the second mech module in here, right? And even though it's a trial mech, so I cannot do anything. So once you unlock those guys here, you will see they are unlocked. The rest of those guys are locked. So only the ones that are unlocked, you can install them in your modules, and weapon modules the same way. If you go into weapon modules, they are all locked over here. Once you unlock them in the pilot trees, you can install some weapon modules in here. And I'll make a separate video for modules that explains just a little bit more about the modules. And I think that covers the skills, guys. Covers the skills on those. But one more thing we'll explain, probably go through real quick, is for example I'll take executioner. In order to if once you have unlocked basic skills and you have did elite on, for example, your chassis weight is, for example, heavies or mediums or lights, right? So if you have unlocked assault completely on 3 mechs, elite, and basic, well, basically basic and elite, you will need only to open it. For example, you buy another assault mech after that, and you don't want to keep all 3 of them. You only need 1 mech, so you can only open all basics on it and sell it right away. Because once you unlock 3 of them on elite, in order for them to unlock your master, you only need the same chassis weight. So if you open them on assaults before, you will have no problem opening that master module right away. Okay, I think that explains it. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.